Colors don't exist at nighttime. You walk around at nighttime, everything you see is black and white. If you can show me a color in the dark of night, you must have some supervision, because color doesn't exist with absent of light. Until you start getting some moonlight, then some color comes in. Pattern, shade is all you're going to see. So when you go to the shelves and you see the pretty, patterns and stuff, and say, oh, I got to have a yellow one, I got a green one, look at it in black and white. Everybody's got an iPhone. Take a pictures of the plugs on the wall, and then look at it in black and white on your phone, and you'll see the shades. So pick out light, dark, medium, and try and cover the gamut of spectrum that's out there in light. Dark nights I use darker plugs, but I always have some silver into it. I've used all black plugs and black and purple. Black and purple is two different shades, so you're going to get some variation on it. But I like to mix it up with natural colors, but I look at everything in shades, not in color. Plugs I don't think work well in the daytime, unless it's a pencil popper or surface bait. The only thing I've ever had that worked is a bomber, which I always carry. I don't have it in the bag tonight. I always carry a small bomber tucked in there, or a X-Wrap. But I don't think color makes that much of a difference. I can see maybe if the water's dirty, a bright color might pick out. But I would think daytime I'd rather use a tin in daytime for the flash, or bucktail. But I'm not a big plug guy in the daytime, and I don't think color really matters to the fish. I think they just hone in on a shape and a flash, and that's what they hit. Mullet aren't blue. They'll turn neon blue when they're panicking, and that's when they're jumping out of the water. So I don't know how much blue they actually see. When I see the mullet in the water, they're always gray. So I tend to fish a gray color. Everybody told me they see mackerel sometimes that they're fluorescent green and fluorescent blue, and they turn red and everything else. I haven't seen that. I'm sure it happens because some fish charge up with color. Squid, everybody thinks squid pulse through the water, and they go, when I work on the boats at nighttime, the squids look like needlefish going through the water, so that's why I think needlefish looks like a squid and not so much a needlefish. You could have all these different pencil poppers with mackerel on top and everything else. They're never seeing the mackerel, they're seeing the white belly or the silver. And that's as far as my daytime take on plug colors. Unless you had a school where they're picking out a single fish, I don't think they really care whether they're eating a snapper, a weak fish, or a tinker mackerel. If it was swimming in front of them, they're going to key in and eat it. And it's more presentation, being close to where they are. Fishing out here for 40 years, I found that if the tide's running hard and you're fishing a darter, your darter's in 6 feet of water, that fish is 5 feet below you. So you want to get your plug down, which is why I switch off to big needlefish that are scraping the bottom that look like the profile of a bigger fish, snapper, weak fish. I don't think the color, I carry the cool colors. We got the cool mackerel color, but it's a psychological thing. Just to me, it's something to add a different, but I don't think the fish ever see that color combination. That's all the motion and the presentation in front of them. If you get it within 3 feet of them and it looks like something that they're eating, they're going to take it. I've seen bass in really calm water come up on a piece of squid that I've thrown over the boat without ever flipping a fin, and that was because it was there and it was an easy target. That's what big bass hone in, is easy targets. If you make a difficult target that's 6 feet up and he's hugging the bottom to stay in the tide without wasting energy, you're wasting your time. You've got to put it in front of their face. When we've had the weak fish, baby weak fish and snapper run, everybody's using darters and stuff, and I slayed the fish, and here's my weak fish color, on the gray, on the needlefish. I had violent hits when guys were getting tap, tap, tap on the surface on a darter when I was fishing this and pulling 25-pound fish out from underneath 5-pound fish hitting darters. So depth and shade is the difference, but daytime, tin. Castmaster is the best thing I ever fished in the daytime. I got 40-pounder on Castmaster, so yeah.